Just about everything we do with our money, from paying bills to investing our savings, it all happens online now. And while that's super convenient, it also comes with a massive risk. So today, we're going to break down how one place decided to tackle this head-on by building a digital fortress to protect its entire financial system.
And look, this isn't just some small local issue. The world's top financial minds are all saying the same thing. The stakes are global. A big cyber attack doesn't just steal money. It can totally shatter the trust that our entire financial world is built on. And that's the core challenge we're unpacking right now.
Okay, so to really get how the defense works, you first have to understand the battlefield. Because make no mistake, modern finance is a kind of war zone. The attacks are invisible, they're nonstop, and they are coming from every direction all at once.
And the weapons being used? They are incredibly sophisticated. We're talking about ransomware that can literally freeze an entire bank's operations, or DDoS attacks that just shut down services for everyone. And you can forget the old idea of a lone hacker in a dark room. No, today we're up against highly organized, well-funded groups using things like deepfakes for fraud, and even engaging in state-sponsored cyber warfare.
Let's just zoom in on one of the most dangerous ones, the Advanced Persistent Threat, or APT. Now, this is not a quick smash and grab. It's more like a silent, patient infiltration. An attacker can sneak into a network and just hide for months, sometimes even years, mapping everything, siphoning off data so slowly that nobody even knows they're there. It's terrifying stuff.
So it all boils down to this huge question. When your enemy is invisible, when they don't have borders, how in the world do you build a defense? How do you protect not just a single bank, but a whole country's financial lifeblood?
Well, Taiwan's answer to that is a national strategy they call the Financial Cybersecurity Action Plan 2.0. The best way to think about it is as the architectural blueprint for that digital fortress we mentioned earlier, one designed from the ground up to shield the entire financial sector. So this whole plan is built on 4 main pillars. First up, you've got to strengthen the rules and the regulators themselves. Second, you make security a C-suite priority. It has to come from the top down, not just from the IT department. Third, you build resilience. That's the ability to take a hard digital punch and get right back up. And fourth, and this is maybe the most crucial part, you create a joint defense. Because in a fight this big, nobody can win by going it alone.
All right, let's really get into this part, because this is where a paper strategy turns into a real-world working system. See, a plan is one thing, but having an active, coordinated defense network, that's a whole other ballgame. It's all about creating a truly united front. This joint defense works across every single phase of a potential attack. It's not just about reacting when something bad happens. It's a proactive 3-stage model that covers everything before, during, and after an incident. So let's see how all the pieces of this puzzle fit together.
Okay, first, in the before stage, you've got the FISAC. This is basically the system's intelligence hub, its eyes and ears. It's constantly gathering threat data from all over the globe, analyzing it, and then sending out early warnings to everyone in the network. Its whole job is to spot an attack coming from a mile away before it even gets a chance to hit. Now, if an attack does manage to slip through, that's when the during stage kicks in with the FSOC. Think of this as the 24/7 watchtower for the entire financial sector. It's constantly monitoring all the network traffic in real time, hunting for any little sign of an intruder. It's the digital tripwire.
And then, what happens when that alarm bell rings? That's when FCERT, the after team, comes in. These guys are the cavalry. They're the emergency response team that swoops in to help contain the damage, kick the bad guys out, and get everything back online as fast and as safely as possible.
But here's the thing. All of this amazing technology, all these incredible systems, they're only as good as the people running them. And that brings us to what might be the most critical component of any defense system, the human firewall.
So it begs the question, right? Who are these digital defenders? I mean, where are you going to find this whole army of experts that you need to operate such a sophisticated system, to analyze the threats and to respond to a crisis at a moment's notice? Because technology, by itself, is never enough.
Well, the answer lies in another really smart piece of the overall strategy, something called the Financial Cybersecurity Talent Map. This isn't just about posting job ads. It's a national roadmap for actually creating the next generation of cyber defenders, laying out clear paths for them to build the exact skills the financial industry desperately needs.
What's really brilliant about this is just how methodical it is. This is not about sending people to a few random training courses. The map actually defines these clear career paths, like security management or secure programming. And for each one, it lays out a whole journey, starting with general concepts, moving to foundational skills like risk management, and going all the way up to advanced abilities like high-level strategic thinking. It's basically an assembly line for creating world-class cybersecurity experts.
Okay, so we've looked at the plan, we've seen the system, and we've talked about the people. Now let's bring it all home and talk about what this whole thing actually means for you and the safety of your money.
So just how powerful is this digital shield? Well, this number really says it all. We're talking about over 339 institutions, banks, insurance companies, investment firms, the whole shebang, all plugged into this one single defense network. They're actively sharing intelligence and fighting off threats as a team. This isn't just a little bit of cooperation, it's an entire sector standing together as a united front.
And that is how it all comes together to create this powerful, multi-layered digital shield. You have the action plan as the blueprint, the joint defense system as the high-tech machinery, and the skilled professionals as its guardians. All of it working together, in concert, to protect your savings, your investments, and your personal data in a world where digital threats are just a constant reality.
So this leaves us with one final crucial thought. This digital shield is strong, no doubt, but the threats, they never stop changing, they never stop evolving. As brand new technologies come online and our financial lives get even more woven into the digital fabric, this battle for security is just going to continue. So the question we all have to think about is, what does the next version of this shield need to look like?